Hey, assalamu alaikum everyone, and you have 20 days to join the Discord, and the link is in the top right of the video. You have a opportunity to win 15 USDT, and a 1 month private entry is up for grab. 10 March is the dead end and the winner will be announced. All you have to do is drop a heart once you join on Discord. Go to the giveaway booth and drop a heart. That's all, okay? And you can randomly win 15 USDT if luck is on your side. Either way, it's a win-win situation because you get information and you also get a Vchain channel to talk about Vchain. Now, it's been years or probably decades I haven't talked about Vchain. I used to cover Vchain a long time ago, but I think it's big time now that we start to talk about Vchain because Vchain has made one of the best moves ever, and that is breaking out of a very big accumulation zone that happened back since May 2022 all the way up till now, nearly 13th of February. So we had this break for the very first time now, since 1.5 years or 1 year and almost 8 months of waiting, which is very big, by the way. And now you've moved up. So what is next? I think Vchain has some few places it actually wants to visit now. Number one is actually 0.05412. I kind of think we are probably going to be looking at 0.0512. Now, of course, there's one more thing as well. If you look at this trend line that you've actually broken out of, I don't know if Vchain is actually interested to go down and backtest, but this is a pattern with a technical target out of this accumulation pattern to go all the way from there to there. And yes, you can see that this is your technical target, 0.05425. Now, depending if you have to come down and move up or not, but that's your target. So now let's say you do come down, you do end up coming down for Vchain to 0.038. Now stick with me until the end of the video and like the video because I know you're going to enjoy. Follow this channel because I'm going to cover about Vchain for quite some time. And there are two scenarios. Number one is just actually pump all the way up to that technical target. Number two is actually come down here to 0.03784, give you an opportunity to enter, which is down here at that broken resistance. If I zoom in now to this current time, boom. So you have a retracement that can happen down like this to 0.0375, turn this resistance and backtest it as support, and then move up to that technical target. Now this is a little bit of overview of what's coming up in the next coming few days. Now the biggest overview, what about the bull run? Where are we heading to the bull run? What is my technical target for the bull run? Now previously when Vchain was moving here, right, I was giving a technical target of Vchain to come up to 0.9 or nearly $1.2. So I kind of believe that there is a zone that, personally I think in a bull run is possible for Vchain, and that's actually from 1.2 all the way down to 0.9, somewhere here. This yellow box is my bull run target, okay, this here. Now if it happens in 2024, if it happens in 2025, if it happens in 2026, I don't have a time frame, but let's just say when that bull run comes, the top can actually be 0.9 to $1.2, right? Now the details come first of all from the time when you had a very similar accumulation, which was back in 2018 on Binance, and you had a very long accumulation until you didn't actually break above. So let's actually see how the history of Vchain really was. Now here's how Vchain really worked out. You had a pattern that you broke out of finally, and look, this is the very similar situation you're in right now as well. If you look at the modern time chart at the moment, this is pretty much the break that you have, and Vchain is sitting somewhere right over here. So it's not too late to actually get Vchain for a long term, right? And long term you don't work with the stop. So I kind of think Vchain is pretty much here at the moment, and it's actually somewhere right over here, okay? Vchain is somewhere over here. We could be looking at that little bit of a drop and then start to push up all the way to the moon. And if we talk about the moon and we talk about the history of the last bull run, let's actually see how much you really pumped from the bottom to the top. Now let's say you went from, let's say this is the break, you're currently right here, 0.03059, and then you move up there, that's 826% move to the upside. If you actually take the absolute bottom, that's actually nearly 1010% 10,000x, we're talking about 11,000% move to the upside. That's almost 110x. Okay, now let's see if from this bottom, if you do end up going to 11,000x, how much is that going to be? And that's actually pretty much going to be up here to 1.2. It actually crosses 1.2, so we may actually be looking at nearly 1.8 or $2 we're talking about here. So that's going to be nearly 1.8. So Vchain, if it does repeat the same thing again, you're looking at a $1.8 in the future. But I kind of think 1.2 to 0.9 is actually realistic. Reason being is that the last time you came to 0.2. So going from 0.2 all the way to 0.9 is actually very possible, and 1.2 is also very possible. Now, I also think that 1.8 is also possible. 0.2 to $1.8 is pretty possible as well. So let's see what the future actually happens like. Join the Discord. Hey, you got an opportunity for yourself. And that's all for this video. I'm going to see you in the next one. I love you.